Greetings. Today, I wanted to share my new ebook and healing course. It's a free ebook slash healing course, and it's called Your Past is Stealing Your Power and Peace: 5 Steps to Unlocking Happiness, Love, and Purpose Through Radical Forgiveness. Okay. So, I am a radical forgiveness coach, and I wanted to put together this free course for people who are just starting their healing journey or people who've been on their healing journey and they're looking for ways to go deep, to heal, to release trauma, to process old memories and things that have happened. And your goal is to feel lighter and more free and happier. If that is you, then stay tuned. Okay. So this ebook and course, let me get my notes here. So if you've been struggling with self-doubt and feeling unfulfilled, or you've noticed a pattern of toxic relationships or even toxic communication, if you're already in a relationship, if you're feeling heavy, weighed down, or if you are an entrepreneur like me, if you're experiencing feeling unmotivated, uninspired, or just stuck, or you're easily triggered, you're angry on an emotional roller coaster, then this book will definitely help you to get out of some of those patterns. And I believe even if you don't do the actual workbook part of it, even just listening and reading through the material will start to heal and begin to lighten your load. Okay. So this course and ebook, and keep saying course and ebook because it is an ebook, and then I recorded 2 video trainings to go along with it to walk you through the ebook to give you even more information and tips to help you on the journey. So you could either just go through the ebook if you love to read, or if you just want to listen to the videos, it will help you tremendously. And then there's worksheets to actually help you go through the step-by-step healing process. So in the course, you're going to be diving into a deeper understanding around your past traumas, emotional wounds, and patterns. And the main purpose behind it is I wanted to illustrate how your past is stealing your power, meaning your past is draining energy from your power, your peace in the present moment. So when we talk about power, what I mean by that is your energy, your ability to make decisions, to move and drive your life forward, um, power to speak up for yourself, power to set boundaries, like power to be who you are truly meant to be in this world, like the energy, the courage of that, it all takes power. And when we talk about power, just for a second, imagine like a light bulb, right? So you can have a 100-watt bulb, or you can have a 20-watt bulb. Which one is going to be more powerful and provide more light? The 100-watt. But if your past is draining you so much and taking up so much of your energy and power, and you're just walking around life as a 20-watt bulb, you're not going to have the power and the energy to start that business, to put yourself back out there in the dating world, to charge what you're worth, to set boundaries at work, in your relationship. Like, you literally just will not have the energy and the power. And you're not going to know it because there's going to be excuses to back those things up. Like, oh, I can't set boundaries at my job. What if my boss doesn't give me another assignment? Or I can't set boundaries in my relationship because what if he leaves? Like, that's what it looks like on the surface, but underneath you're having those fears come up, and unable to push them away and act on your true desires because you don't have the power, you don't have the energy. Your past is consuming your energy. For instance, I had abandonment issues and father wounds, and I had this story around not being enough and feeling unworthy. Like I really felt not enough, unworthy, and I would drink to feel better about myself. So I ended up being like a borderline alcoholic, like always needing to drink, especially being out in the world. And so my past, meaning my dad not being in my life, created caused me to create stories about myself that I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I'm unlovable, all of that stuff that the baggage I'm carrying with me from the past into my present and into my future is taking up my energy. I don't have the power to believe that. I didn't have the power to believe that I was worthy. I didn't have the power to believe that I was lovable. I didn't have the power to overcome those limiting beliefs. I didn't have the power to even see that they were limiting beliefs. I didn't have the power to do any kind of work to get through it. Didn't have the power to stop drinking because so much of my power was stuck in the past. It takes energy to hold up those stories, to hold up those memories. That takes energy. But when you begin to do the healing work, and let's say, like me, like learning to forgive my father, processing my anger and my resentment with my dad, every time I did, the journals to heal exercise I show you in the ebook, every time I did it, and I did it probably 30 or 40 times just around my dad, every time I did it, I gained a little bit of power. And when you think about it, like we can look at it like dimes or quarters going into the piggy bank. Every time I felt my emotions and cried about him raising his other kids and not me, every time I cried and felt that and processed it through my body, I get another power coin going in my piggy bank, giving me more energy in the present moment. And that is what happens for you when you do the healing work. You're slowly putting energy coins back into your piggy bank, and then you're able to start speaking up for yourself, standing up for yourself. I was able to stop drinking. I was able to learn how to love myself. I was able to manifest a beautiful, happy relationship and set strong boundaries in the beginning of how I want to be treated, how I want to be spoken to, how I plan to treat and speak to him, right? Like I have the power to do all of this because of the healing that happened around my past. And this has just been so powerful in my life. And I wanted to just give the very basics and to give a process to feel through the things that have happened to you, feel your emotions, and get your energy back. I wanted to have this laid out simple so anybody can do it. You don't have to hire me as your coach unless you feel guided to do so. You Sometimes when you're just starting out, there might be a lot of shame and you don't want to share your story or your past with someone. So I wanted you to have this work in case that's you. That was me too. I had to do a lot of healing work on my own before it felt safe enough for me to hire my first coach. I didn't know that was what was happening. But when I looked back, I was like, oh, doing that healing work and working through my shame and starting to like myself even just a little bit gave me hope that somebody could hold space for me and not judge me and just see me for me. As soon as I started to see me for me, then it was easier to believe that somebody else could, and I hired my first coach. So I want this work here for you so you can start to do the healing work, because there's no reason for any of us to walk around for years carrying this emotional baggage, feeling unworthy, feeling sad, feeling anxious and depressed. My mentor used to say, depression, he used to say this, you're not depressed, you're just effing angry. And so by people not giving themselves permission to be angry or to process anger from the past, it ends up weighing on you and it depresses your body. You feel heavy, you can't move, you don't want to move, you don't have the energy and the power to move, right? So there's no reason for us to walk through life, for you to walk through life like that when there are real tools that help. There's a lot of tools out there that actually don't really help. They don't go deep enough. And I wanted you to have this because if you really listen to the videos and you really do the work, you can really dig in, go deep, and like remove some of that pain. And you will feel lighter, like you can instantly feel a shift in your body and in your energy. It may take some time for life to reflect that back to you, because things just don't happen. It's not always just like instant manifestation, but you will feel it in your body. Okay. So when you take this course, you're gonna and do the work, not just take the course, but like really do the work over time. You're gonna learn to forgive yourself and others. And let me just stop right there because this is something I should have said at the beginning. Through radical forgiveness and forgiveness, just the way I speak of it, I'm not saying that this is what traditional forgiveness is, but forgiveness is not forgiveness is not, I'm saying what you did was okay. Forgiveness is a process of shifting your energy. It is a process of letting go. It is a process of accepting what happened, not accepting it as in, I'm okay with that. It's accepting it as in, damn, that happened to me. Ugh. I can't even keep saying my dad should have been there because he wasn't. That happened. That's acceptance. It's not saying that he was right, not saying he was wrong. I'm just saying I accept what happened to me. That is what acceptance is. So forgiveness is not about the other person. It is really a alchemizing, transmuting experience, meaning we are alchemizing or transforming, let's say, anger around a situation into calmness or peace. But that's going to take work, which you'll do, those steps. But forgiveness has nothing to do with the other person, has nothing to do with what you did was I agree with what you did and I'm letting you off the hook, but I'm really not ready to let you off the hook because I'm still mad about it. It's not about any of that. It is about being willing to go into what happened and process your feelings, your thoughts, the ideas and the beliefs behind that event. That is what radical forgiveness is about. Okay. So you also are going to develop a deeper understanding of yourself and your emotions when you do this work. You'll learn to love and accept yourself. You're going to learn to rise above emotional pain and like find calm, even in the toughest situations. And it'll set you up to attract healthy relationships or even transform the current one that you're in. Like that's what's possible for you when you do the work to change yourself on the inside. The outside starts to shift and change. So right now for a limited time, when you download the ebook, it will also come with 2 weeks of free email coaching. So you have any questions, you get stuck, you want some tips or advice, you can email me. All those details about that will be in the first email. If it is no longer in the first email, then that means it's no longer being offered. So you want to dive in as soon as you can, and it starts from the day that you download it until 2 weeks later. You'll have that access to me via email. Okay, so I'm going to put the link below for you to sign up on my social media. Like if I've shared this video on my social media, then it is going to be on my link tree in my bio. but for YouTube, I'm just going to put the link below because it's kind of long. So I am so excited for you to get this book and to get some help. So take advantage of it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you later.